welcome to Let's Talk. Today we're going to talk to Jill Slaughter, who has recently been named Chief Curator for the City of Pembroke Pines and Head of Cultural Projects. And she's going to tell us all the exciting things that are going to happen in the arts in Pembroke Pines. Good morning, Jill. How you doing?
Hi, Elaine. I'm well, thank you.
Good. Tell me about, I know that you're really busy and you're doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Start with number one. What are you doing?
Okay. Well, on January 9th, I'll be opening a show called Who's Fooling Who, and that'll be at Studio 18. And my direction as a curator is always to involve established and emerging artists along with members of the community. So for Who's Fooling Who, there'll be artists that are using materials in unusual ways, but the community factor in this is that there'll be an organization named No More Tears, and they are an organization that supports survivors of domestic abuse. And so normally, the abuser in a domestic abuse situation seems like they're emotionally stable and not in any way frenetic, while the abused seems fractured and unstable, because the abused is really worrying about the health of their family and their own well-being. So anyone can really posture a facade, and so the question asks, who's fooling who? So that's January 9th at Studio 18 from 7 to 10, and that's a free event. There'll be a spoken word performance, an interactive dance performance. There'll be a DJ and fantastic food by Trader Joe's and Misha's Cupcakes. Also for this show, I'm having JMR Jewelers come on, and they'll be making available, although they can't sell outside of their store, there'll be two lines of jewelry. One is Pandora and one is Alex and Annie, and they'll be making that available at the night of the opening, and then you'll go back to their store, and then a percentage of the profits from the sale of all jewelry will go back to fund No More Tears. So I really encourage people to come out and support this really worthy organization.
Very worthwhile.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's number one. What else are you doing?
Working on a project called Inside Out, and that's because Broward County is turning 100 this year, and so they're doing a Broward County-wide arts celebration. And so one of the projects that is happening all across the county is called Inside Out. That's a project, a global project, which started in France in 2006 by an artist named JR, who put together like-minded people with one message, and then took photographs that are about 2 feet by 3 feet large, black and white, right? Just a portrait, and they really encourage people to be animated in some way. And so I had done a show last year which was called Which Way Out, and that featured artists who were dealing with what we keep private and what we make public, but also Which Way Out, I thought, speaks to coming out. And so I featured members of the LBGT community as part of that show. And so when Broward County said they were doing an Inside Out project and needed a like-minded group, I contacted Broward County and asked if we can do an Inside Out project of LBGT people here in Pembroke Pines. And they were enthused about that. So we'll be doing that on the Pines Recreation Teen Center, which is on Pines Boulevard at the entrance of Broward College. And in fact, we have Broward College students participating. We have police officers from Pembroke Pines. We have high school students from Pembroke Pines, and a couple from Century Village contacted me that they've been together 50 years, and those two gentlemen will be participating. Have a commissioner from Margate, and her partner will be participating. So it's gone out to all the Broward County schools. And so if you do want to participate, we'll be shooting the images on January 17th. If you do want to participate, please contact me, and more than happy to have you be part of that.
Give us a number where they can reach you.
Well, you can certainly email me at jslaughter@ppines.com, and my phone number is 954-450-6947. And yeah, call me if I'm not here. Just leave a message. I'll get back to you. And we're happy to have any member of the LBGT community come and be a part of this project. And our message is coming out to a network of safety in Pembroke Pines.
You're also doing a project for one of my favorite women,
Terry T. Sherman, right. So Terry T. Sherman, who was a great proponent of arts and culture in the city, passed away, I think it's about a year ago, maybe a little bit more. So I designed a bench and contacted an artist and asked the artist to paint really a tribute image to Miss Sherman, which we didn't give her a portrait to capture her likeness specifically. We did something more that captured her essence. And so she was very flamboyant and magnanimous and generous. And so we tried to convey that in the image. And so that'll be going into the bench, which is 7 feet long. So it's really quite a large piece. And we'll have a dedication ceremony at Armstrong Dream Park. I'm not sure if that's the exact title of the park, but it's at Dream Park. And that'll be on January 25th at 3 o'clock. Light refreshments and speakers to commemorate all the work that she did in the community to support arts and culture.
She was quite a woman.
Yeah.
And so she would love having this project done about her.
I hope that we honor her.
Appreciate it. I know that you're also going to be curating at the new gallery when we open the city center.
Right.
So talk to me about that.
Well, the most exciting news about the new space is that we applied for and received the city's first NEA grant, which is National Endowment for the Arts. And the National Endowment for the Arts is a government organization that funds projects all over the country. And recently during Basel, the chairman of the NEA came to Miami, and she purposely came here to meet the grant recipients. And so there were about 20 of us, and we met in Miami at the New World Symphony space, and we had a chance to hear her platform about the cultural arts for the country. And the NEA believes that art is for all Americans, as do we here in Pembroke Pines. And because of Mayor Ordus, who really put us on the path towards supporting the cultural arts, we've been able to move forward in a way that allows us to have these enormous projects. So the NEA grant was given to us for $50,000, and it will be in support of launching the gallery public plaza space that'll be at the new Civic Center.
Jill, we're very lucky in this city that we have so many of the people who make the decisions on our side about the arts.
For sure, yeah. So for me, my first launching platform is Director of Recreation and Cultural Arts, Chuck Vones. And he's my boss, and when I approached Chuck, he is as open-minded about what I'm asking him to support me in as are the commissioners, the mayor, Mr. Dodge, and so we are really fortunate. They make my job easier.
You just keep doing what you're doing. It's very exciting, Jill.
Yeah, we are really excited to bring Pembroke Pines forward in a way where when I first started this, and let's say I would be at Basel or I would be just at an opening, and I would say, yes, I'm a curator for the city of Pembroke Pines, and they would say, what? Where?
Yeah, right.
And now they say, oh, well, that's Jill Slaughter, and she's a curator for the city of Pembroke Pines. You should go there. You should see that work. Oh, and one thing actually I have to add, without sounding immodest, is this year I was named as the best curator in Broward and Palm Beach by the annual Best of list from the New Times.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, I was at home on a short medical leave, and someone called me to say, congratulations, Jill. And I thought, I'm not sure you congratulate me on my health. And they said, no, you don't know, do you? So, that's when I found out. And I also have to add that, Debbie Wasserman Schultz is really a great supporter of the arts, as is Congresswoman Wilson. And we have all our elected officials from every commissioner that we have here in Pembroke Pines is supportive of the arts. And it's really gratifying and easy to approach them for concepts which may have once seemed foreign or something that Pembroke Pines might not have done, but I can honestly say that whenever I approach the commission, the mayor, city manager, they're always open-minded and always in the best interest of our citizens.
For OCTV, I'm Elaine Kugelman, and thank you for joining us today for this really important chat with Jill Slaughter.